Hi friends, I'm Wednesday. I'm going to be guiding us through a Vinyasa Flow this morning. We're going to be using deep breathing with sound. If you're not familiar, you're going to be breathing in and out through your nose. That's going to build heat inside your body. If at any point during the practice you feel overheated, go ahead and just exhale through the mouth. That'll expel some of the heat you've built. Also, if at any time you need to rest, just go ahead and get into child's pose. That's where we're going to start today. So if at any point you feel so tired that you need to take a little break, go ahead and return to this pose, to child's pose, and just keep your eyes shut until you're ready to join us again, and then you'll rejoin. So we're going to start, toes are touching, knees are spread wide, and we're going to spread our fingertips wide as well, reaching out forward on the mat, gripping against the mat, using our arms to press our sits bones towards our heels while also reaching forward to lengthen through the whole of the back. You want to slightly rock back and forth here, giving those hips a little bit of movement, maybe massaging the forehead against the mat. You can do so. Beginning to connect with our breath here. Deeply inhaling through the nose and then fully exhaling through the nose. Let's go ahead and crawl the hands over to the right side of the mat, stacking the left hand on top of the right hand. Sinking the hips back towards the heels, creating a nice side body stretch along the left side here. And let's switch sides. Let's crawl the hands over to the left side, stacking the right hand on top of the left hand, sinking the hips down, using the hands to press the hips back while lengthening the back. Good right side body stretch here. Let's crawl the hands back into the center. We'll take 2 more nice deep breaths as we are here. And on an inhale, let's bring everything up, bring the hips up. We're going to rock forward, keeping the toes in contact with one another, sending the hips forward into swan, head drops back. We're trying to get the toes as close to the head as possible. Nice hip opener here. Let's take one more deep breath here. And as we exhale, let's rock the hips back, tuck the toes under, and send the hips up for down dog. Maybe this is your first down dog of the day. Walk it out, cuddling the feet one at a time. Fingertips are spread wide here. The pointer finger and thumb are making an L shape. Pointer fingers facing straight ahead. Let's unplug the hands and we're going to walk them back towards the feet for ragdoll. Maybe bending the arms, grabbing for either elbow. If you want to bend one leg and then the other, you can. Let the neck hang heavy. Head is dangling. Let's place our left hand on the ground in front of our feet. Right hand comes up. There's a deep bend in the left leg. Right leg is straight. Gaze up towards this right hand. Maybe take the hand in some circles, circling out the wrist. Make sure you go both directions if you do this. And switch. Let's bring the right hand in front of us. Maybe even flattening it if you can. If not, even just reaching towards the ground. Left hand comes up. Deep bend in the right leg. Left leg is straight. Left arm reaches. Gazing at this left hand. Maybe we twist out the wrist here, going left and right. Coming back to center. Let's take another moment here in ragdoll. Bending your arms, letting them hang heavy, whatever feels All right, bringing the hands to the ground, let's crawl back out, and we are going to lower down into a chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, lifting the legs fully off the ground, looking up. Exhale, we send the hips up into down dog. Let's bend the knees and gaze forward and either jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, let's half lift. Looking forward, reaching towards the mat, lengthening the spine. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, let's sweep the arms out, over the head, pressing the palms together, gazing at the thumbs over the head as we do this. And exhale, we bring hands through heart center and then down by the sides. All right, now we're going to do 3 sun salutation A's, 3 Surya Namaskar A's. So we're starting in Samastiti He, big toes are touching, there's a gap between my heels, and hands are by the sides. If you're following along with me, we will start. Inhaling, hands sweep out to the sides, pressing palms together over the head, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, we fold forward, head to the knees. Inhale, lengthen, reaching to the mat, gazing forward. Exhale, we plant the hands, jump or step back, and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Flipping the toes. We hold here for 5 breaths. Maybe adjust your feet. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide. Gazing at the navel. We have 4 more breaths here. One. As you finish your exhale, bend your knees, gaze between your hands, jump or step between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, pressing the palms over the head, gazing at the palms, and exhale, back to Samastiti He. 2 more like that. Inhale, palms together over the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gaze forward, reach towards the mat. Plant the hands, exhale, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We hold here for 5, adjusting your feet as you need to. Spreading the fingers wide, letting the neck hang. Gazing at the belly button, breathing 4, 3. These down dogs are a nice time to reconnect with your breath. If it gets shaky at all during movement, these moments of stillness are a good time to reconnect. 2 more breaths here. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the hands, jump or step between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out, pressing palms over top of the head, gazing at the palms. Exhale, back to Samastiti He. 1 more like that. Inhale, arms sweep out to the sides, pressing palms together, gazing at the thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we gaze forward, reaching towards the mat, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths here. This is the last one. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the hands, jump or step between the hands, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out, pressing the palms overhead, gazing at the thumbs. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. All right, jump or step your feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, let's lengthen our spines. Exhale, we fold forward. As we do this, we're gonna take our peace fingers and wrap them around our big toes. If you need to bend your knees to get here, that is great. If you're able to straighten your knees, maybe you're having a little bit of lower back issue, bending the knees again will help alleviate some of that back strain. So whatever feels good here, the real goal is to get the knees against, or the thighs against the belly. So we're getting something out of it either way. Let's inhale, lengthen forward, lengthening the spine, gazing forward, got grip around my toes. Exhale, I fold. Now as I'm folding, I'm using my elbows, the bend in my elbows, to deepen this stretch. Trying to bring my head between my knees, using my toes to deepen this stretch. Breathing for 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Inhale, let's look forward. We're gonna switch to Gorilla Pose, Padahastasana. So we're gonna take the whole hand and slide it underneath the feet. Palms are facing up. My toes are now touching my wrists. I'm gonna inhale, lengthen, looking forward once more, and exhale, fold. Again, if you need to bend your knees, do it. You're gonna get the same thing out of it either way, just with a little bit less stress on the back. Breathing for 4. Again, you can bend your elbows, deepening the stretch here. Breathing for 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Let's release the hands. Inhale, we'll half lift. Let's pause here. Exhale. And then inhale, we'll come all the way back up to standing. And exhale, jump or step back to Samastitihi. All right, now we're going to do some Sun Salutation B, Surya Namaskar B, with variation. So if you're following along, we're going to start in Samastitihi again. Toes are together, gap between the heels, palms are by the side. Let's bend the knees. Inhale, hands up over the head, pressing the palms together, gazing at the thumbs. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, gaze forward, half lift, reaching towards the mat. Exhale, plant the palms, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, the right leg up. Exhale, send it forward, pivot the left foot. Inhaling, warrior 1. Exhale, hands come to the mat, right foot meets left, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, send it forward, pivot the right foot. Inhaling, warrior 1. Exhale, palms to the mat, left foot meets right, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here for 5 slow breaths. Maybe adjusting the feet as you need. Breathing for 4. If your breath is shaky, it's a good time to reconnect. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the hands, jump or step between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, palms up, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. All right, another one we're gonna add on. Bend the knees. Inhale, palms up, gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward, reach to the mat, halfway lift. plant the hands, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, send it forward, pivot the left foot, inhaling warrior one, and exhaling warrior two. Let's hold here for 3 breaths. Breathing for 3, breathing 2, and 1. Cartwheeling the hands, right foot meets left, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, send it forward, pivot the right foot, inhaling warrior one. And exhaling warrior two, 90-degree bend in the left leg. Breathing here for 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Cartwheeling the hands to the ground. Left foot meets right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing here for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the hands, jump or step between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up, pressing the palms together. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. All right, let's add on again. Bending the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, send it forward, pivot the left foot, inhaling warrior one. Exhaling warrior two, we're just passing through. Let's bring it down to side angle. Right hand is on the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Left arm peels open over the top of the ear. We're gazing at the left hand. Let's breathe here for 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Left hand comes to the floor. Right foot meets left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, send it forward, pivot the right foot, inhaling warrior one. Exhale, warrior two, we're just passing through. Inhale, let's sweep it down. Left hand comes to the pinky toe edge side of the left foot. Right arm sweeps over the right ear, gazing at the right hand. Let's breathe here for 3. Nice side stretch here along the right side body. Breathing 2. And 1. Right foot comes to the ground. Left foot meets right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths here. Time to reconnect. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the hands, jump or step between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up, pressing the palms together, gazing at the thumbs. Exhale, back to Samastitihi. All right, let's go again, adding on, bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the hands up, pressing the palms together. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, half lift, reaching towards the mat. Exhale, plant the hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, send it forward, pivot the left foot, inhaling warrior one. Exhaling warrior two. Inhale, we're gonna pass through side angle, but we're gonna power up and we're gonna transition into half moon. Right foot is in front or next to the right foot. Left arm peels open, gazing at the left hand. I'm gonna do 5 breaths here to give us some time. Breathing for 4. Left foot's active like you're trying to kick a wall or a tree. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. We're gonna pass back through kind of a funky side angle here to bring the left hand down. Right foot meets left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, send it forward. Pivot the right foot. Inhaling, warrior 1. Exhaling, warrior 2. Inhale, we're passing through a side angle. We're gonna power up into, lost the balance there, into a half moon. Right arm peels open. Gazing at the right hand. We have 5 breaths here. Right foot is active. Breathing for 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Let's slowly come down. We're gonna pass through that funky side angle again. Right foot or right hand comes down to the mat. Left foot meets right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We have 5 breaths here again. Situate your feet if you need to. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bend your knees, gaze between the hands, jump or step between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, hands sweep up, pressing palms together, gazing at the thumbs. Exhale, back to Samasthiti. All right, another one. We got this. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the hands up, pressing the palms together. Exhale, we fold. Inhaling as we gaze forward. Plant the hands, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, send it forward. Pivot the left foot. Inhaling, warrior 1. Exhaling, warrior 2. We're gonna pass through a side angle to power up, and then we're gonna transition into airplane. So both arms sweep back. Breathing here for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Let's slowly bring the left foot down. Hands come to the ground. Right foot meets left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, send it forward. Pivot the right. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Passing through a side angle, we're gonna power up into airplane. Arms sweep back. Breathing here for 3. Breathing for 2. Balance is a little bit off today. And 1. Let's slowly come down. Hands come to the mat. Left foot meets right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's hold here for 5 breaths. Reconnecting. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Let's bend the knees, gaze between the hands, jump or step between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, pressing the palms together, bending the knees. Exhale, back to Samasthiti. All right, last one. Bend the knees. Inhale, hands come up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, half lift. Reach towards the mat as we gaze forward. Exhale, plant the hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the right foot up. Exhale, send it forward. Pivot the left foot. Inhaling, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, we're gonna pass through side angle again to power up into airplane. And then we're gonna do one big sweeping motion, bringing the left leg up, either in a bent knee or fully extending that left leg into Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana D. If you want to stay here with a bent knee, this is great. This is great if you're working on balance. Right hand is on the right hip. Either way. If you want to do full expression, peace fingers are around the left toe. Extend that leg. We're going to hold here for 5. Holding for 4. 3. 2. And 1. I'm going to release this foot, send it back, and we're just going to plant the left foot, plant the hands, and then come down into a chaturanga. Inhale, we up dog, and exhale, down dog. All right, let's do the other side. Inhaling, left leg up. Exhale, send it forward, pivot the right. Inhale, warrior one. Exhaling, warrior two. We're gonna pass through a funky side angle to power up into an airplane, only to bend our knee, sweeping the right knee up this time, maybe adjusting if we need to, bending the right knee up, and either staying here, holding onto that right knee, left hand is on the left hip, or full expression, peace fingers around the right big toe, lengthen the leg out, breathing for 5. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Let's release the toe. We're going to sweep back once more, landing the right foot behind, landing both hands, left foot meets right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We have 5 breaths here. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. As you finish your exhale, bend the knees, gaze between the hands, jump or step between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's bend the knees, sweeping the arms up, pressing the palms together. Exhale, back to Samasthiti. All right, I'm giving us another opportunity to do Padangusthasana and Padahastasana, or Ragdoll, whatever feels more comfy for you today. Either way, let's jump or step the feet, hip width apart. If you want to do Ragdoll, go for it. I'll let you know when we're done. If you're with me, you want to give Padangusthasana and Padahastasana another round. Here we are. Feet are hip width. Inhale, we lengthen the spine. Exhale, we fold forward, wrapping the peace fingers around the big toes. Inhale, we lengthen forward, half lift, and exhale, we fold. Bending the elbows out to the sides to deepen the stretch. Maybe bending the knees to alleviate some pressure off the low back. Let's breathe here for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, it's half lift. If you're in ragdoll, just stay for another 5 count. We're going to slide the hands underneath the feet once more. Palms are facing up, toes are touching the wrists. Inhale, we lengthen, gazing forward, lengthening the spine. Exhale, we fold, bending the elbows out to the side, maybe deepening the bend in the knees here. Let's breathe for 5. Breathing for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Let's release the hands, pause here, and inhale, very slowly come up to standing. Exhale, jump or step back to Samastitihi. All right, now we're going to do some triangle and variation. Let's inhale, take a big step out to the right. The left foot is facing forward, right foot's gonna be facing the back of the mat now. Inhale, arms come out to a T, and exhale, we're going to fold over this right leg. Now, everybody's body is different. Maybe your flexibility level takes you to your knee, maybe your shin, maybe ankle. Full expression would be peace fingers wrapped around the big toe. Now, wherever you are, make sure that you're not pressing into the leg. We wanna be using our abdominal muscles, our obliques here to hold us up. So find your sweet spot, lock into that, and then once you've got it, we're going to rotate, open the left shoulder. So we're facing the fingertips of the left hand are pointing right towards the sky. We're gazing at that left hand, opening the chest. Breathe here for 5. We want both legs to be straight. Breathing for 4, 3, breathing 2, and 1. Let's release the foot or wherever you've got it. Inhale up. We're going to keep the arms in a T. Now we're just going to bring the right arm down, left arm comes up. Inhale, let's lengthen, and exhale, we bring this left hand down either on the inside of the foot. If you're really bendy, you might be able to put it on the pinky toe side. If you need to adjust the stance of your legs here, do so. The goal is to have straight legs. Left hand comes down onto the ground in some capacity. If you have a block, that's a good option here too if you can't quite make it. Inhale, peeling the right shoulder open. Right fingertips are pointing towards the sky, and our gaze is towards the hand. Let's breathe here for 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's sweep the arms back up into a T. We're gonna switch out the feet, keep the arms where they are. Now the right foot faces forward, left foot faces the front of the mat. I'm gonna widen my stance slightly because we're going back to regular triangle trikonasana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Find that spot on your leg. It might be different. Our bodies are a bit asymmetrical at times. Peace fingers around the toe is full expression. If not, we're working towards that. Once you've got your sweet spot, let's inhale, peel the right arm open, gazing at the right hand. Fingertips are pointing towards the sky. Breathing here for 5. Breathing 4. Using my obliques to hold me up. I'm not pressing into the foot. You can see I'm not touching it even right now. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna do that funky switch again. We're gonna do right arm up, left hand comes down. Maybe take a little step in with the foot. Legs are straight, and exhale. We bring the right hand down to the ground, either to the inside or the pinky toe edge side of the foot if that's better for you. And we peel the left arm open, fingertips point towards the sky, gazing at the left hand. We breathe for 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's come all the way back up to a T. And exhale, let's send it back, Samasthiti. All right, now we are going to do a rotated side angle. So let's inhale, take a big step out once again. We're gonna flip the feet, same stance, left foot's facing forward, right foot's facing the back of the mat. This time we want a deep bend in the right leg. What about 90-degree angles? We're gonna take prayer hands here, and we're going into a prayer twist. So we're gonna hook the left outside of the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, and then I'm actually gonna switch to the other side so that you guys can see what I'm doing. That'll just be easier. Stay where you are. So, my bad. Here we are. Prayer hands. We're hooking the left outside of the elbow to the outside of the right knee here. We're gonna take the prayer hands and we're gonna use this pressure we have of this elbow against the leg, and we're gonna push against it. This is gonna create a twist in the torso, okay? So we've got prayer hands here, and we're forcing the prayer hands right into the center of the chest. We've still got that 90-degree bend here. We're just creating a deep rotation. Let's breathe here for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. All right, let's come out of the twist. We're gonna just send it back up into standing. We're gonna tee out the arms, and we're gonna switch sides. This time we're bending the left leg, 90-degree bend here. Let's prayer hands, and we're sending the right elbow across to the outside of the left knee, or whatever side. Sorry if I messed you guys up on that transition there. Palms are together, we have prayer hands, and we're using the pressure of this right elbow, pushing against the left knee to create the twist. Also using our abdominal muscles, but this is gonna help. Breathing here for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Let's release the twist. Inhale, we tee out. And exhale, we're gonna send it back to the top of the mat to Samasthiti. All right. Prasarita Padottanasana. Couple variations. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, big step out to the right. We pigeon the toes. Toes are slightly pointed towards one another. Inhale, we lengthen the spine, placing the hands on the hips. All right, exhale, coming forward. Now, we're bringing our hands flat onto the mat. I'm gonna turn to the side so y'all can see what I'm doing. Hands are flat on the mat. Toes are pigeoned in towards one another. Now, we're gripping against the mat. We're actually gonna walk the hands further and further towards the legs, working the torso in between the legs, working the crown of the head eventually towards the mat. Find your edge, walking the hands back, using this resistance, and then hold for 5. Breathing for 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Pause here for the exhale. Let's bring the hands to the hips once more. We're gonna lengthen forward and exhale, fold down. Now we're taking our hands, we're squeezing them into the hips, squeezing the shoulder blades together. While we do this, we're relaxing our neck. Seems kind of counterintuitive, but really opening the chest here, opening the hips. We have 4 more breaths. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, let's slowly come all the way up. Exhale, hands come out to the sides, and let's interlace them behind the back. Inhale, we lengthen, and exhale, we fold down once more, working the clasped hands towards the ground, away from the back. Let's breathe here for 5. Breathing for 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, let's slowly come all the way back up, releasing the hands back to the hips. We've got one more variation. Inhale, let's lengthen up. And exhale, let's fold down, taking the peace fingers, wrapping them around the big toes here. Now, our toes are still pigeoned. We're pressing the big toes into the mat. And as we do this, we're pulling against them with the hands. Really, it should be pretty stable here. So play around with that, similar to those forward folds we did where we're using the elbows to create resistance and able to get a deeper stretch here. So we're at 5 breaths as you are. Breathing for 4, maybe going a little bit deeper on every exhale. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Let's release the toes. Inhale, slowly come back up to standing. And exhale, find your way back to Samasthiti, however you need to get there. All right, now we have Parsvakonasana. Inhale, let's take a medium smallish step. So right foot's facing forward, left foot's behind it about a 45-degree angle. The heels are in one line or in a narrow line. We're gonna inhale, lengthen, and the goal is to get hands in reverse prayer. If grabbing behind your back for either elbow works better for you to start, then that is a good option as well. Reverse prayer or grabbing for either elbow. Inhale, we lengthen, and exhale, we fold. Working the crown of the head towards the top of the foot. We're working the right hip back, left hip forward to try to keep them in one line. And working our nose towards our knee. Let's breathe here for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. We're going to keep our hands where they are. Inhale, we come up. Let's switch out the feet on an exhale. Now our left foot's facing forward. Right foot is behind it at a 45-degree angle. Heels are in one line or in a narrow line. Inhale, we lengthen up. Exhale, we fold forward, working our nose towards our knee, working the left hip back. Breathing here for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Let's inhale, come back up to standing, releasing the arms, and exhale back to Samasthiti. I'm going to turn you all so you can see what I'm doing. Now we're going to do Ardha Padma Paschimottanasana, which is half lotus forward fold while standing. So first, let's bring the weight of the body into the right foot. We're going to bring the left foot up into half lotus. Now, the goal of this is to get some mobility in the knees. So if today this is as far as you can go, that's a great start. Maybe you're even down here, that's okay too. So if this is your edge, go ahead and stay here, work on your balance, work on holding that foot. Now, if this works well for you and you're able to take the bind is left hand comes around the back, grabbing a hold of this left foot. All right, now if this is easy for you, you can go ahead and fold forward. Folding forward, we eventually bring the right hand down to the mat, and we just breathe here. We're going to do 5 breaths as you are. Breathing for 4. Breathing 3. Two. And 1. Maybe do a micro bend in that right leg to bring you up slowly, and release the left foot to the ground. Now we're going to bring the weight of the body into the left foot, bringing the right foot up into half lotus. Maybe this is your edge for today. Again, find your edge, stay in it. We don't want to push too far. This is gonna help you get flexibility in your knee to eventually go forward into full expression. So start here if that's where you are. If you want to go further, right hand comes around the back, grabbing a hold of the right foot. If you've got that, no problem. Start to fold forward. Left hand comes down near the left foot, and we breathe here for 5. 2 more breaths here. And 1. Micro bend in the left leg if you need to. Inhale, we slowly come up to standing. Exhale, bringing the right foot down. Maybe shake it out a little bit, whatever you need to do to reset. So we're back in Samastitihi, but I'm going to face you all so that you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to do a funky little transition here. If you fall, it's okay. I might fall. We'll see what's going to happen. So we're going to start in Utthita Hasta Panagustasana A. Let's bring the weight of the body into the left leg. We're going to inhale, either right knee up. We did this before, or full expression here if you want to extend the leg out. All right, we've got 3 breaths here. Breathing for 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Okay, so if you have your foot out, we're gonna just switch hands. Now grabbing the extended foot with the left hand. If you've got your knee, same thing, just grab it with the knee. So it's gonna be either a dancing Shiva or a dancing Shiva modified. All right, dancing Shiva or modified, we've got the right leg either bent extended or fully extended. Left arm is holding it. Right arm comes back behind us, and we're gonna try to gaze at this right hand. We've got 3 breaths here, breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Okay, 1 more switcheroo. We're gonna release this right foot, and we're gonna sweep it back. We're going into dancer. Sweeping it back, we're switching hands once more. Right hand comes to grab the inside of the right foot. Send the left arm forward. And we breathe here for 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Slowly with control, bring it back down. And we're just switching legs. Maybe shake it out a little bit. That was a lot on that left leg. All right, bringing the weight of the body into the right foot this time. We're gonna do the same thing again. Utthita Hasta Panagustasana, either full expression or with a bent knee, either is a great option. Give you a second to get into that expression. Peace fingers around the big toe if you're in full expression. Left leg extends or is bent. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. All right, we're gonna do that funky switch. So we're switching hands. Now the left foot or knee comes into the right hand, extending the leg. Left arm extends behind us, gazing towards the left hand. Dancing Shiva or modified, breathing for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Okay, 1 more switch. Release it with the right hand. Sweep it back. We're gonna catch it with the left hand. Inside of the left foot. Caught with the left hand. Right arm comes up, extends. And let's start to hinge forward into dancer. Breathing for 3. 2. And 1. All right, with control. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I fell a couple times when I was practicing. Let's come back to Samastitihi. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Whatever you need to do to reset. And we're going to take a vinyasa. Samastitihi, toes together. Inhale. Let's sweep the arms out, pressing the palms together, gazing at the thumbs. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, half lift, reaching towards the mat, gazing forward. Exhale, plant the hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, we're gonna jump into a Utkatasana chair pose. So let's bend the knees, gaze between the hands like we've been doing, and jump or step between the hands, sweeping up into Utkatasana. All right, palms are pressed together. We gaze at the thumbs. Want to make sure the toes are sticking out in front of the knees. If they're not, you want to go a little lower. Try to get the knees back, otherwise we can injure those knees. So breathe here for 5. Breathing for 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Okay, we're gonna sweep the arms back and come onto the toes. And we're gonna breathe here for 5 more. Breathing for 4, maybe sinking a little lower. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, straighten the legs, forward fold. All right, we're gonna do one more little sun B flow. I promise it's just one, nothing too crazy. All right, inhale, slowly come up to standing. Bend the knees. Inhale, hands come up, pressing the palms together, gazing at the thumbs. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, look forward. Plant your hands, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, send it forward, pivot the back foot. Inhaling, warrior 1. Exhaling, warrior 2. Inhaling into peaceful warrior. And sweep the right arm back, clasp the hands behind the back. Humble warrior. Right shoulder comes to the right knee. Try to get the head towards the foot. Let's do this for 3 breaths. Breathing for 2. And 1. Unclasp the hands, bring them down to the foot. Right foot meets left. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, send it forward, pivot the right. Inhaling, warrior 1. Exhaling, warrior 2. Inhaling, peaceful warrior. And exhaling, sending the left arm behind you, interlacing the hands. Humble warrior, left shoulder to the left knee. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Let's unclasp the hands, bring the hands to the either side of the left foot. Left foot meets right. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's hold this for 5. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Let's bend the knees, jump or step between the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we fold. Let's bend the knees. We're in Utkatasana once more. And sit it back, sit it back, sit it back, all the way down into a seat if you can do that comfortably. All right, I'm gonna turn to the side so y'all can see what I'm doing. We're gonna go into Heron. So we're going to take the left foot and bend it back. Now this is one option here is you can just square off your hips and shoulders and do a forward fold here. If you want to go for a little bit more, extending the right leg out in front and holding onto it, bringing the forehead towards the shin. We've got 3 breaths here. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 2. and 1. All right, lowering this foot down. Now I'm going to bend this left foot up, and we're going to do Ashtanga A. So left arm comes between these. We actually want a little bit of a gap here. We want about 2 fists of a gap between this left foot and this right extended leg. Here we go. Left arm comes between, wraps around that left leg. Right arm comes behind the back, and we bind the hands. Now we're just going to fold forward, working the knee, or working the nose towards the toes. Let's breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. All right, that's Ashtanga A. Let's do B. So we're gonna bring this left foot into a half lotus here. Do the best you can. If this is too funky for you, you can just watch or try your best. We're gonna do a deep bend in this right foot, bringing the left knee down to the ground. Now the right arm comes up between, wraps around the front of the right leg, and we're gonna take this left arm, bind behind. Once you're here, try and fold forward, bringing your nose down towards the ground. We breathe here for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. All right, release the bind. We're gonna straighten out this right leg and go right into Janusirasana. So now this left foot is her left leg's at a bent 90-degree angle. The inside of the left foot is touching the inner right thigh. Inhale, let's square off the shoulders, and exhale, let's fold over this right leg. Let's hold this one for 5. Breathing for 4. Breathing 3. Two. And 1. All right, release, and we're gonna switch it out. So we're doing Heron on the other side to start. So this time we're gonna bend the right leg back, and we have options here. Again, this is a little bit easier on everything. If you're not quite into full expression yet, you can start here. Right leg is bent back. We square off the shoulders, and then just do a forward fold here. Connecting with your hands. If you want to use a strap or a towel here to make this connection, that is a good option too. If you want to go into a deeper expression, bringing this left leg out in front of you, pulling on the foot, bringing the shin towards the forehead. Let's breathe here for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. All right, releasing this leg down to the ground. Let's bring the right foot up into a bend for Ashtanga. Again, we want about 2 fists of a distance here. Let's inhale, right arm between the legs, wrapping the right arm around the front of this bent right leg. Left arm comes around the back, binding, and we fold forward, working the nose towards the toes. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1, release the bind. And let's do Ashtanga B. So we're gonna take this right foot and bring it into a half lotus. Left leg bends up, bringing the right knee down to the ground. Now we're gonna take this left arm, reach forward, around the front of the left leg. Right arm comes behind the back, binds, and now we fold forward. Working our nose towards the ground, we breathe for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Release the hand. And we're going to transition right into Janusirasana. Left leg extends. Right leg is at a 90-degree angle here. Inside of the right foot is along the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, squaring off the shoulders towards the left extended leg, and exhale, we fold. Breathe here for 5. Breathing for 4. 3. 2, and 1. Release the foot. All right, I'm gonna flip on over here. We're gonna take a seated vinyasa. So cross your legs, rock forward, plant the hands, jumper step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's inhale the right leg up. Exhale, send it forward into Anjaneyasana. So we're gonna plant the left knee down. Now, we wanna open the hips here. So if you wanna creep the right foot forward a little bit to do that better, you can. Inhale, let's bring the hands up, gazing at the hands, maybe crawling the right toes forward even more. You can do little rocks here if you want. Let's breathe here for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Let's bring the hands down to either side of the foot. If you have blocks here, that works. We're gonna go into a half split. So wherever you're at here, if you can do a full split, feel free to do so. We're gonna do 5 breaths here. Breathing for 5. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 3. 2. And 1. All right, squeegee yourself back up. You're gonna kind of pass through an Anjaneyasana. We're gonna take it into a 3-legged dog. So plant the hands, tuck the back toes, and let's inhale the right leg up and do a little flip dog here if you feel like it. Sending the hips high, feet are parallel with one another. Let's breathe here for 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Flipping back over. Let's take a vinyasa just to reset. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's do the other side. Left leg, inhale it up. Exhale, send it forward, dropping the back right knee down. Inhale up. Anjaneyasana, maybe crawl the left toes forward a little bit. Hands come towards the sky, gazing at the hands. You breathe for 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Let's bring the hands down, go into half split on the left side. We're gonna do 5 breaths here. Full split if you'd like, wherever you're at. Breathing for 5. Breathing for 4. Breathing 3. 2. And 1. All right, squeegee yourself back up through an Anjaneyasana. And let's take it into a 3-legged dog. Inhaling the left leg up, and let's do a little flip dog. Feet come parallel, hips are high towards the sky. We breathe for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Let's flip back over and let's take a vinyasa. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhaling into up dog. And exhaling into down dog. All right, let's bend the knees. And we're gonna jump through into a Navasana, a seat, so a boat pose. Gaze between the hands, cross the legs in the air, and land it in Navasana. We're doing 5 of these. 5 breaths each. Breathing for 5. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, you can. That'll alleviate some of the pressure. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. We're gonna cross the legs, rock forward, lifting the butt up, and we're going straight into round 2, breathing for 5, breathing 4, breathing 3, 2, and 1. Rock forward, lift up the butt. Round 3, breathing 4, 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross the legs, lift up the butt. Round 4, breathing for 5. Breathing 4, 3, breathing 2, and 1. Cross, lift up the butt. Last round. I'm shaking. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross, lift up, take a vinyasa, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's jump through to a seat again. Bend the knees, gaze between the hands, jump, cross your legs in the air, and we're going to lay back. To do 3 back bends, I'm going to start with a bridge. For those of you who are not familiar with back bends, if wheels in your practice, you can take 3 wheels if you'd like. So I'm going to take 1 bridge and then 2 wheels to get started. If you're not familiar with back bends, you're going to do 3 bridges like I'm about to show you. So we're going to walk our feet all the way up so that our heels are almost touching our butt. We want the feet about hip width or a little bit wider than hip width apart. Arms are down by the sides. On an inhale, we bring the hips up. Wheel people, do your thing, and I will let you know the in-betweens. So once we have our hips up, we're gonna interlace our hands behind our backs if we can, and then kind of shimmy the shoulder blades underneath the back. We're working the hips up as high as they'll go, almost like you're trying to straighten out your legs. You're not really, but it's the motion you're going for. Let's breathe here for 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, lower it down. Maybe rock your knees side to side on your back. Sorry, go into a ball and rock from side to side. All right, if you're not familiar with wheel, go ahead and you're gonna do 2 more bridges like I just showed you. If you're doing wheel, I'm going to join you. Getting tongue-tied, sorry. Fingertips are pointing towards the toes, palms are flat on the mat, and we're going to send the hips up. Gaze is at the mat. We breathe for 5. Breathing for 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Let's lower it down. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. We've got 1 more. All right, last one. Get yourself situated. Plant those hands. Inhale everything up. Gazes towards the mat. Breathing for 5. Trying to straighten out those legs. Breathing 4. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Lower everything down. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. All right. Now we're going to start rocking forward and back. Gaining some momentum. Eventually we're just going to rock up into a seat. And scooch the sits bones back. We're going to do a nice long forward fold. We're going to do 10 breaths here. So nothing crazy, just whatever's comfortable for you. If you need to use a strap, that is totally fine. Get into your position. We'll inhale, we'll lengthen. And exhale, fold. We've got 10 breaths here. Breathing for 9. 8. 7, breathing 6, 5, 4, breathing 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the hands. Let's slowly lower back. If you want a little ab challenge, let's do it on a count of 6. Arms are out in front of us. Breathing 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going up into shoulder stand. So arms are by the side. Inhale, let's roll everything up. Using the hands come to the back of the rib cage for support. We want everything to be stacked. Ankles are on top of hips, are on top of shoulders. Let's breathe here for 5. Breathing 4, 3, breathing 2, and 1. Either one or both legs come down at a time for plow, interlacing the hands behind the back, bringing them down onto the ground. We breathe here for 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Deaf man's pose. Keep the heels pressing towards one another, and let's bring the insides of the knees, squeeze on the outsides of the temple. Breathe in here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lengthen the legs, and we're bringing them into a lotus. If you can't go into lotus, go into just cross-legged like you're sitting on the ceiling. Lotus is right foot comes in first. Going into lotus, if you can, balance on your shoulder blades and put your knee or your hands on your knees, do that. Breathing here for 5. Otherwise, just cross your legs and you can keep supporting your back. Got different levels. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, try and keep your head on the ground. We're gonna roll everything down. You've got cross legs. Try to do this, keeping the head on the ground. Then we're gonna rock up onto the crown of the head for fish. Now, if you've got cross legs or you're in lotus, try and grab a hold of those feet. Breathing here for 5. Breathing for 4. Breathing 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's slowly come up. If you need to, this one's hard for me to do the transition, so if you need to adjust your lotus legs, go for it. We are going to create a little bind here, sealing everything in. So if you can, cross your arms behind your back and grab a hold of your feet. Do that. This, I've just recently been able to do this. So if not, grab for either elbow behind your back. And then wherever you are, just try and fold forward. Eventually getting the forehead onto the mat. We're going to breathe here for 5. Breathing 4, 3, breathing 2, and 1. Inhale everything up. We're going to take our hands and we're going to lift everything up. If you're in cross-legged, just do your best you can. Get your butt off the ground, pressing the palms in, hands into the mat. Let's breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, more little challenge before we take it all the way down. So we're gonna set up for dolphin or headstand. So if headstand isn't in your practice yet, we're gonna start with dolphin, and that's gonna be how you're going to build up the core strength to eventually do headstand. So wherever you are, we're gonna start, and if you wanna just go ahead and if headstand's in your practice, go for it. Otherwise, we're gonna start in dolphin, then I'm gonna transition. Practice as long as you like in dolphin, and then just rest in child's pose after that until I get your attention again. So we're gonna take our hands, placing them, we're gonna spread our fingers really wide, and then you want your, maybe your thumb tips are touching one another. The forearms are parallel in like a number 11 shape on the ground. We're gonna lift up into kind of like a down dog, but a forearm stand. So this is dolphin, and then you're just gonna crawl the toes forward, letting the head dangle, working on core strength here. Okay, so if headstand is not in your practice, go ahead and hold this. It takes a lot of core strength, I know. So just practice. That's a good way to start, and I'll go over like a transition in a video soon. So if you want to go into headstand, you're going to create a cradle behind the back of your head with your hands, and then lift the legs up both at a time. All right, I'm going to do 10 breaths total here. If you're in headstand, let's do 5. Straightened legs. Breathing 4, 3, breathing 2, and 1. All right, now I'm going to bend the legs. I'm going to do as close to a 90-degree angle as I can. Breathe here for 5 more. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, inhale back up, and then exhale. Let's bring it down slowly with control. Ooh, all right, rest in child's pose now. Oh, well, I've recently been able to do a headstand, and in one of the first classes I was actually able to practice. I had enough core strength to bring my legs up. I got all the way up. I had straight legs the whole time, bent them, got them to 90 degrees, bring them back up, and then my teacher's like, okay, now light as a feather, and as she's saying that, I just slap onto the ground in the middle of class. So it really takes a lot of practice. And once you start getting it, it's pretty fun. All right, we're gonna do one more thing before we lay down in Savasana, Supta Baddha, Konasana. We're gonna do 2 variations. So come onto the sits bones. We're gonna bring the soles of the feet together. First, we're going to take the pointer fingers, bring them between the big toes and the little toes. Using the elbows to press the knees down. We're going to really working the chin towards the front of the mat. I'm facing you guys, but working my chin towards my laptop. And you should feel a nice stretch here in the groin area, along the inner legs. Let's breathe here for 5. Breathing 4. 3. 2, and 1. All right, last one. We're going to take our hands, interlace the fingers. We're going to cup them around the fronts of the toes. And this time we're going to create kind of like a cat stretch back. If you've ever done cat cows, we're rounding the back, working the crown of the head towards the tops of the feet. We've got 5 more breaths here. Still pressing the elbows into the knees or into the inner legs there. Breathing for 5. Breathing 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Inhale. Let's come up. I'm going to twist over. And I'm just going to lower down into a lying down, Supta Baddha Konasana. Take a moment here, place one hand on your chest and one on your stomach. Taking a moment, just noticing how your body feels. Maybe you can feel your heartbeat a little bit, pounding a little more than usual. Now you can stay here as long as you'd like, or lengthen out into Shavasana. Palms are facing up, let the feet roll out to the sides. Letting everything go here. Letting the breath go back to its normal rate. Letting thoughts come and go. Taking a few moments more here just to be present. I encourage you to lay here as long as you'd like. If you're ready to come back, start by wiggling fingers and toes, maybe gently rocking the head from side to side. Eventually rolling onto either the right or left side in fetal position. If you'd like to use your arm as a pillow here, you can. Eventually lengthening out the top leg, pressing up into a seat. If you want to keep your eyes closed here, you can. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you for creating space for yourself. I love being able to share my practice with you, even if it's like this. It's still really wonderful. So thank you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Namaste.